Good evening, everybody. I'm Mary O'Connor with the Alaskan Aviation Safety Foundation and the National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health here in Anchorage. We are grateful to Alaska Public Media for allowing us to bring you Hangar Flying. This evening, we are pleased to have Mr. Michael Page back on the show. Welcome back, Mike.
Nice to be here again. Thank you.
Mike is the winner of the 2016 Ellen Paniak Memorial Scholarship. This was given by the Alaskan Aviation Safety Foundation, and we'd like to say congratulations.
Oh, I appreciate it.
How did you find out about the scholarship?
I found out about the scholarship through one of my professors at UAA, who literally came up to me and said, "Hey, Mike, put in for this, no skin off your nose type thing. Ask for some help," and I was happy that I did.
Good. I know that all of our scholarships are worth $1,500 each, and that can help with flight training or your tuition. What were you able to do with the scholarship money?
I'll admit, I put mine directly towards my flying, just because, of course, that's a big expenditure. But it's helped me live the dream that I want to do. So, can't thank you enough for it.
Where are you in your flying?
I'm almost done with my private pilot. About 30. I'm at 33.4 hours, according to my logbook the other night.
Okay, and what are you flying?
Flying a 172. So it's small, but I certainly love flying.
It gets the job done.
It does, it does.
So in addition to staying busy with your flying and school, you have some other competing priorities. In addition to your young family with the son who's 11 months old, and your volunteer work with Alaska's Healing Hearts, you keep busy.
Oh, busy is an understatement.
So what's the biggest challenge in completing your degree and getting your flight training in?
I'll admit, it's all about time management, trying to be able to keep everything in balance and keep everything in check. Time management is something that I felt in aviation has always been a big thing, and you have to be able to do that both while you're flying, but also in your personal life.
So did you have any help with that in the Air Force with your previous career, or is that just something that you developed or something that you're learning?
Oh, the military definitely teaches you the time management, but I've had to, of course, adopt it, to my personal life and to be able to raise a family and keep up with school and my Air National Guard career and helping with Alaska's Healing Hearts.
So your application, I know, impressed the scholarship committee, and you showed a real well-rounded background, and not just in aviation and not just in piloting. You spent some time after the Air Force working and volunteering with some other transport aircraft. Mm-hmm. So tell us about that and what you hope to do with those skills.
Absolutely. Even before I enlisted, I worked a couple of summers at the Collings Foundation in the lower 48. I'm a big fan of round engines. Anything 1950s and earlier, I love. So flying around warbirds, that type of thing, that's really where my heart lies. But after I got out of active duty, that was still there. I played around the jets enough, figured I'd go back and worked with Everett's Air Cargo for a while. Flew around their DC-6s quite a bit, and then went over to Desert Air working with them and their DC-3s. And doing a little bit of bush flying. That was kind of fun too, to get to be on a piece of history, but also keep that in the modern era.
And actually working with a piece of history.
Yes, absolutely.
And doing a service. So what would you like to see yourself doing in 5 years? Where will you be?
5 years. I hope to be at a regional airline, work my way up to one of the major air carriers. That's where I'd really like to do. But also on the side, I'd love to be doing a little bush flying myself. Trying to work with the Commemorative Air Force also on their airplanes, just getting a little of that warbird time that I love so much, and just flying and trying to keep my family and hopefully teaching my son how to fly.
Oh, that's great. So you plan on getting your instructor certificate?
Absolutely.
Very cool. And how do you think you're going to be able to stay involved with the round engines? Do you find that more challenging in Alaska?
Up here, actually, I really don't think it's that big of a deal. A lot of people are flying Beavers around, and yeah, there's a bunch of conversions out there, but the round engines, the Pratt and Whitneys, all that type of stuff are so reliable. Parts are getting harder to find, I will admit that, but a lot of new companies are out there are starting to develop new parts and remanufacture some of them to keep that stuff flying and enjoyable for everybody.
Well, very cool. We wish you the best of luck, and thank you again for your service.
Thank you, ma'am.
We really appreciate you, what you've done, and your future is very optimistic. You have a lot going for you. We hope you stay in Alaska.
I'll be staying here forever, ma'am.
I'd like to thank Alaska Public Media for their support of Hangar Flying, and to the members of the Alaskan Aviation Safety Foundation that allow us to provide scholarships for young professionals in aviation. It's the best way to ensure a robust future and a strong future. Ladies and gentlemen, until next time, fly safely.